Alright, y'all. So today's video is on how to control your state of lust and how to not nut quickly when you are having sex. At least methods that have worked for me, and I bet they will work for you. So this video is geared towards guys, but if you are a woman, this will also be applicable to you, at least the beginning part when I'm talking about how to control lust and states. So let's get right into it. Lust is a interesting topic because I think it's a very polarizing topic, and it is something that is so prevalent in a lot of people's lives and in our society today. But if you are not able to control your lust and your primal desires, your sexual urges, then it is very difficult to achieve in life. Because if you're entirely consumed by a state of being and by a state of lust, then your focus is, if you're a guy, then you are just focused on chasing pussy, and you're always on, how do I attract this? How do I attract that? So your state of being is naturally outside of yourself because you are concerned about achieving, receiving, and attracting this desire. You're making pussy and sex your idol when you are in a state of lust, because you're saying, I want this, and I'm going to do what I need to do to get that. So that is your ultimate desire, and the pinnacle of achievement that you can receive in a state of lust is sex, which I am not by any means demonizing sex. It is a natural part of life, and an enjoyable one at that. So it is definitely good to enjoy it, but when it gets to the point to where it entirely consumes you, then it is an issue, because you are losing touch with yourself, is what happens when you are occupied in a state of lust and you are allowing this lust to completely control yourself, your actions, and your state of being. Then you are no longer in touch and in tune with who you are. And if you're no longer in touch with yourself, then you're not able to create from this state of neutrality, and you're less likely to be able to create in general, because you are not going to want to express yourself. You're expressing yourself through your lustful desires, which is expressing yourself through the means to attract a potential mate, like in a biological term. So when you are occupied by a state of lust, you can release the state and you can relinquish how you are feeling. If you're someone who is addicted to watching porn, that is super difficult, because porn society in general, it's hard as a man growing up. It can be difficult to understand if you're in a state of lust and to realize that you can choose to not be in it, because society is extremely sexualized as in today's world. And growing up, you are taught that just from being aware of what is happening. So you learn to see things in a sexual manner and to think that that is the natural state of being and the natural way of living. So especially when you have porn, on your phone, literally at your fingertips, it makes it very easy to indulge in that desire. And indulging in that desire is not a bad thing by any means, but if it gets to the point to where it is controlling you and controlling your life and who you are, then it's time to take a step back, look at yourself, become aware of what is going on, of your urges and what's happening with you, and learn to control that. So there are many ways you can learn to control it, and the main way that I like to do it is through meditation. If you meditate, you develop awareness of yourself. And once you develop awareness of yourself, you can develop awareness of how you're feeling, the emotions that are going on, the thoughts that are going on inside of this being. And as you are aware of these thoughts, emotions, and feelings that you are having, you are aware that you are occupying different states of consciousness. And lust is just another state of consciousness. So you can occupy lust, and if you are aware of yourself occupying it, you can choose to release that state by asking yourself simple questions. Questions are a great way to release what you are feeling and to get out of the habit of associating yourself with the state you are in. So if you feel yourself being dominated by lust, then ask yourself if this state is something that you would like to be in. Ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? What is this state occupying in me? What is this state making me feel? And just answer with quick answers. And then ask yourself, would I allow myself to release these emotions, this feeling, this state of lust? And see if you can, and see what it does for you. See how that makes you feel. So on to the second part of this video. I'll make some more videos on, I don't want to make more on lust because that's not my main focus. I mean, I can if I need to, but I will make more videos on states of consciousness and how to occupy different states, how to release states, etc. But on to the second part of this video, how to not nut fast if you are a guy, if you are experiencing that issue. So one thing, if you watch porn and it hypersexualizes your brain, it makes it a lot easier to nut quickly because it attaches the motion of pleasuring yourself and receiving pleasure to ejaculation, and that is not attachment that needs to be there, but it does exist, and it is made prominent due to porn. So I mean, you can watch porn if you want. I'm not a person who absolutely demonizes it, but it should not be taking over your life, and it's really not that beneficial, so I would just stay away from it. But what you can do is, if and when you are having sex, one thing that I notice is if I am in a state of lust or a deep state of intense emotion and intense feeling while having sex, that leads to ejaculation. So it's tough to have awareness in the moment, but try to have awareness of how you are feeling the next time you are having sex and see what rises when you are about to ejaculate. Because once you are aware of that, then you can realize that, oh, this is also just a state that I'm occupying. So I'm just occupying this state, and it happens to be leading to me ejaculating because I am extremely lustful right now, and this lust needs to release, and it releases through ejaculation. Or ejaculation is one way that you can release, anything, tension, stress, whatever. It is a large release of energy from your body. So if you are in the middle of having sex and you feel yourself getting extremely lustful or emotional and extremely attached, then try to release, or at least simmer down that attachment and state of lust, so then you do not attach the ejaculation to that state. If you do that over time, that'll help you to not ejaculate quickly, and it works for me. Try it out, see if that works for you. All right, and that's all. Peace.